There is a silent threat in your life, and the shocking truth is, it's closer than you ever imagined. Listen closely, because what I'm about to reveal has been moving in the shadows, positioning itself while you went about your days completely unaware. This isn't the kind of danger that announces itself. This isn't chaos you can see coming from a mile away. This is something that smiles at you, agrees with you, and stands right beside you when you feel safest. Every time you felt that unexplained unease, that sudden drop in your energy without any clear reason, it wasn't random. Something huge is waiting for you in this message, and it begins with awareness. Stay till the end, because once you see it, you can never unsee it. That you've felt this before, haven't you? That strange sensation when everything seems fine on the surface, but something deep inside you whispers that it's not. Sometimes you brush it off as stress. Other times you blame yourself for being too sensitive. But here's what you need to understand right now. Your intuition was never wrong. My beloved child, this presence has been studying you. It knows your patterns, your vulnerabilities, your dreams. Not to protect them, but to understand exactly where you're weakest. The silence isn't innocence. The calm isn't loyalty. And what appears harmless has been waiting, watching, calculating the perfect moment to tighten its grip. Now, listen to this slowly and don't rush past it. The snake, yes, that's what this is, isn't hiding in some distant corner of your life. The shock, the real shock, comes from this truth. The threat is familiar. It knows your voice. It knows what makes you laugh and what makes you cry. It knows exactly what hurts you the most because it's been close enough to witness it all. Stay till the end, because this realization changes everything. And here's the part that most people miss. It never attacks directly. Snakes don't charge at you with noise and fury. They wait. They coil in. Your blessings are blocked because you try to live by your own strength and lean on your own understanding. Your sight is small beside my wisdom. You pick paths without me and end up among thorns. You chase shortcuts while I see the snares. And when the road gets rough, you cry, "Where are my blessings?" All the while I have been calling you to pause, listen, and be still. Unforgiveness has lodged in your heart, and that too chokes the flow. How can I pour into a vessel filled with poison? You say you have forgiven, yet the memory still tastes bitter. I ask you now, really release it. Do not let another's hurt chain your soul. When you let go, you set yourself free. Forgiveness opens the gate for my mercy to enter. You cling to what I told you to leave. I whispered for you to step away from that friendship, but you held on. I urged you to abandon hidden habits that drain you, but you kept them in the dark. I called you to leave the places that sap your spirit, yet you lingered. Know this, when I say leave, it is to protect and to prepare you. I cannot pour clear water into a vessel full of mud. But listen, delay need not be permanent. I am showing you the reasons for the slowdown. I am giving you the keys to tear down the barriers. Obedience, humility, surrender. Begin there. Examine your thoughts. Your mind is cluttered with noise. Instead of dwelling on my word, you feed on fear, imagining worst-case scenarios and listening to voices that do not carry my spirit. I gave you the helmet of salvation. Do not lay it aside and allow doubt's arrows to wound you. Guard your mind. Refuse the whispers of failure. Speak my promises in the dark. Declare truth aloud. Align your thinking with mine, and you will watch doors swing open once more. Watch your words. I have heard your complaints, not only spoken to others, but whispered in the secret rooms of your heart. Do not despise small starts. You scoff at the seed because it seems insignificant, but seeds become trees. You wait for grand openings and overlook tiny instructions I give. Each small act of obedience treads the path toward greater doors. Ignore the little, and you delay the large. Trust that every small command connects to the blessing you seek. Do not imagine the enemy has the final say. He cannot undo what I have sealed, but he can distract you into surrendering it. He tempts with shortcuts, with bitterness, with weariness. He will whisper that the weight is too great, that you are too broken, that you have failed too often. Hear me. Your failures do not cancel my promises. Your delays do not cancel my plans. As long as you breathe, there is room to return. As long as your heart remains open, I can pour again. Hear this truth. Your blessings are not gone. They're stored, kept safe like treasures in a vault. Obedience is the key that unlocks them. Turn back, realign, repent, and the vault will open. I do not delight in holding back. I delight in release. I want you to overflow so others may taste my goodness through you. See the pride within you. You ask, but when my help arrives through unexpected channels, you resist. I sometimes use strangers, fishermen, tax collectors, or simple friends to carry wisdom. Do not refuse the messenger because you expected a different form. Humility opens doors, pride slams them shut. You cry for provision, yet you squander the little I have entrusted to you. You spend carelessly and neglect to honor me with your increase. How can I trust you with more if you misuse what you have? Learn wise stewardship. Budget, save, sow with joy, and handle the small well. Faithfulness with little births multiply. You ache for love, but your heart is not yet healed. You seek someone to complete you, yet you refuse the slow work of wholeness. I will not give you a partner to fill what only I can. Find your completeness in me, and then I will align you with the right companion. You long for opportunity, but you avoid preparation. You expect doors to open while your gifts lay unsharpened. Blessings often come as the fruit of diligence, not only as sudden miracles. Use what I have placed inside you. Do not bury your talents, and so block your own increase. I speak these things not to condemn, but to awaken you. You ask for answers, I am answering. Hear me. Release what I tell you to release. Repent where I show you sin. Obey where I call you to obedience. Return with a full and honest heart, and watch as the barriers fall and the flow begins again. Listen, forgive those I ask you to forgive. Watch your mind, your words, and the places your heart goes. Be faithful with the small things. Don't despise humble beginnings. Walk in humility. Prepare well. Above all, seek my kingdom first. Hear me now with all your heart. I am not merely echoing your thoughts. I am the Father who shaped you with purpose. Pay attention to your actions. They are seeds. Every choice, every step, every word you release is planted into the soil of time. In season, those seeds will bear fruit. Some yield joy, some yield sorrow. Some harvests overflow with blessing, others bring pain. I have set in motion a law. What is sown will be reaped. Do you think your choices disappear? No, they remain and they multiply. Even the smallest act matters. The kindness nobody sees, the honest word when a lie would be easier the moment you turn away from temptation. These quiet choices shape your destiny more than the moments you imagine will matter. Greatness grows from daily faithfulness. A small stream wears a canyon by steady flow, not by force. So it is with your life. Consistency carves either blessing or ruin. Do not believe you can sow carelessly and then pray away the outcome. Prayer is powerful, but it does not cancel the harvest of deliberate disobedience. I forgive, I redeem, I restore, but I will not pretend that actions have no consequences. If you are delayed, it may be because you are still reaping what you planted before. Walk with care. Pause before you act. Guard not just your prayers, but your daily conduct. Your choices open doors, some to me, others to the enemy. Each decision is an invitation. Purity invites my presence. Deceit invites darkness. Patience invites peace. Wrath invites ruin. It is not random, child. It is the alignment of your will with mine or against mine. The enemy wants you to treat choices lightly, to act thoughtlessly and say it does not matter. I tell you it does. Even the people you welcome into your life are seeds that determine your harvest. Be cautious. Not every smile carries good intent. Not every newcomer brings light. Some come to drain, some to distract, some to plant weeds among your wheat. I warned you to guard your heart above all, for from it springs life. How will you guard the heart if you throw open the gates to every passerby? Learn discernment. Do not confuse closeness with loyalty, charm with character, or words with truth. Watch for fruit. A tree is known by what it bears. If someone continually sows strife, deceit, gossip, or bitterness, why keep them close? You block blessings when you allow wrong voices to shape your thinking. You cannot hear my whisper if others' noise fills your space. I do not call you to cut yourself from love, but to protect what is sacred. Boundaries are not cruelty, they are wisdom. Even my son kept careful guard. He did not trust himself to every person. He kept a close circle and still spent nights alone with me. If he who was without sin guarded himself, how much more should you? Do not wear openness as a badge of holiness if it leaves you exposed. Holiness asks for separation, discernment, and careful watching over who may touch your spirit. Some people are assignments, placed to teach or season you. Some are distractions. Some come as attacks in disguise. If you allow the wrong voices too near, they will steer you off course before you know it. A subtle whisper, a small suggestion, a casual influence, these compound. Choices piled over time lead you far from the path I intended. So choose carefully. Guard your gates. Tend what you plant. Walk in wisdom, and your harvest will follow. Listen, child. It is far easier to guard your path now than to wander for years and later cry, Lord, bring me back. I have given you the precious gift of free will. It is sacred. With it you choose life or death, blessing or curse, obedience or rebellion. I did not make you a puppet. I made you with authority to decide. But authority brings responsibility. Do not treat the power of your choices lightly. Each day you stand at crossroads. One step becomes habit. Habit becomes bondage. One small choice stacked on another creates a life. Pay attention in the secret moments, the private turns no one sees. Heaven records those quiet acts. Your future is built not only in public, but in private. I want you to prosper and to walk fully into your calling. To do that, align your actions with wisdom. The wise build on rock, steady discernment, patient obedience, and trust in me. The careless build on sand, quick indulgence, and the voices of the wrong crowd. When storms come, the house on rock stands. I see when you rush without seeking me. I see when you leap because others push you instead of because I guide you. Slow down. Ask, Father, is this from you? Is this the way? Not every open door is from me. Some doors are traps dressed as blessings. Some opportunities are distractions in fine clothing. If you step through without asking, you may walk into a place meant to stall you. I will not force you. You must invite my counsel and wait for my direction. Not every invitation is divine. A request for your presence is not an automatic yes. A welcoming group does not equal belonging. A person's desire for closeness does not always mean I ordained it. Even good things, when out of season or out of purpose, can become snares. Protect this sacred space of your life. Do not give it away cheaply. Remember the pattern I ordained for my temple. Outer court, inner court, holy place. Not everyone entered every place. Likewise, not everyone should touch the deepest parts of your heart. Some belong on the edge, some closer, and very few in the holy place. If you let everyone wander where only I should dwell, you invite defilement and distraction. Guard that inner place carefully. Your actions reveal what you value. Reckless choices show contempt for the destiny I crafted for you. Guarded steps show honor for the calling on your life. Live alert, not drifting, watchful, not careless, like a soldier on duty. The enemy does not need massive weapons if he can lure you with small compromises. One wrong companion, one hasty decision, one open door to the wrong influence. Any of these can delay your season and block blessings I prepared. How can I know which way to choose, you ask? Listen for my spirit. I speak with peace, clarity, and confidence, not confusion. I confirm through Scripture, through counselors rooted in me, and through the still, small whisper in your heart. If you feel constant turmoil or cloudiness, that is not from me. I am not the author of confusion. I am the God of peace. I share these words to free you, not to burden you. I want you living in wisdom, not regret. I want you enjoying blessings already set aside for you, not puzzling over delays. Attend to your actions. They shape the road ahead. Attend to your choices. They write the chapters of your life. Attend to your space. Those you allow into it shape the atmosphere around you. Be watchful, be wise, be discerning. Do not walk as one asleep, but as one awake. Redeem the time, for days are brief. Choose life and choose me each day. Guard the treasure I entrusted to you, and you will see the flow of blessings move unhindered, the path cleared of needless detours, and the atmosphere of your life filled with my presence. I am with you always. I delight in your growth and rejoice in your obedience. Pay attention, child, and live into the abundance calm that once felt unfamiliar but now feels completely earned. This calm is not emptiness. It's not the absence of feeling. It's space returning to you, energy that belongs to you flowing back into your life. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you inside this quiet transformation. When the silent threat loses access to your inner world, when it can no longer feed on your attention and energy, life begins to breathe again. You'll notice your thoughts aligning more easily. Your decisions becoming clearer, less agonized, less second-guessed. Your heart feeling less burdened, as if someone lifted a weight you didn't even realize you were carrying. This is the reward of choosing awareness over denial, of choosing truth even when it's uncomfortable. Nothing dramatic needed to happen for this shift to occur. No big confrontation. No explosive argument. No dramatic ending. The moment you stopped overgiving, the moment you withdrew your energy from what was depleting you, the balance corrected itself naturally. Here's what many people never realize, and it's crucial that you understand this. Separation doesn't always look like walking away physically. Sometimes it looks like emotional independence. You stop seeking approval from sources that will never freely give it. You stop explaining your truth to someone who's committed to misunderstanding it. You stop trying to convince someone to value you. The snake depended on your reactions, on your constant availability, on your patience, on your willingness to give chance after chance. Now, without announcement or drama, you've removed the supply. Don't skip this understanding, because something huge is waiting for you in this discipline. You're not being cold. You're being clear. You're not being distant. You're being discerning. There's a massive difference, and you're learning to honor that difference. As you hold this line, as you maintain this new energetic boundary, you'll feel your strength returning. Quietly, steadily, without the need for force or aggression. And now comes the unexpected gift that follows this kind of conscious separation. As one influence fades from your life, space opens for another to enter. Life never leaves a vacuum. Nature abhors empty space. Stay till the end of this season, because clarity invites alignment like nothing else can. New connections will begin to feel lighter, easier, more natural. Conversations will feel genuinely honest rather than performing honesty. Support will feel truly mutual rather than one-sided. Something huge is waiting for you as you step forward without carrying hidden weight, without managing someone else's jealousy, without shrinking yourself to make someone else comfortable that you're no longer guarded by fear. You're guided by wisdom. And there's a profound difference between those two states. The silent threat, the snake that moved through your life, has taught you what discernment actually looks like, not in theory, but in practice. That lesson becomes your shield moving forward. This is not an ending, my beloved child. This is refinement. You're walking into a chapter where peace is natural, where trust is earned through consistency, and where your energy finally, completely belongs to you again. My beloved child. Now the world begins to respond differently to you, and it's not because the world has changed. It's because you have. You're no longer moving from a place of survival, constantly scanning for threats, always brace for the next subtle undermining. You're moving from strength, from centeredness, from a place of knowing who you are. There's a steadiness in you now that didn't exist before, and it's quietly powerful. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in this new posture you're carrying, that you're no longer scanning every interaction for danger. You're simply aware, present, grounded. This is how real growth shows itself, not through loud proclamations or dramatic transformations that everyone can see, but through an internal shift in how you meet life. The silence around you is no longer heavy with unspoken tension. It's clean. It's clear. What once felt emotionally tense now feels blessedly distant, as if it belonged to another version of your life, another chapter that's already closed. Pay close attention to what changes without any effort on your part. Your words carry more weight now because you speak less frequently and more intentionally. Your presence commands respect naturally because you're no longer performing for it, no longer seeking it desperately. The snake no longer recognizes its place in your life because that place, that role, that access, that influence no longer exists. Don't skip this truth. The greatest shift is never external. It's always internal. The external world simply mirrors what's happening within you. You have stopped negotiating your peace. You've stopped confusing familiarity with safety, history with health, proximity with genuine connection. Something huge is waiting for you as you continue choosing clarity over the false comfort of denial, as you continue choosing truth over the temporary ease of pretending everything is fine when it's not. This is how cycles actually end. Quietly, decisively, without the drama we've been conditioned to expect from movies and television. And here's the confirmation you've been unconsciously waiting for, the sign that you're truly on the right path. As you walk forward in this new awareness, doors open without force. Opportunities align without desperate struggling. People begin to meet you at your level instead of constantly pulling you down to theirs. Stay till the end of this realization, because it marks your arrival into true discernment. You're no longer available for silent threats, for hidden motives, for draining connections that masquerade as something healthy or normal or acceptable. Something huge is waiting for you ahead. A life where your intuition leads with confidence, where your energy is protected not by walls, but by wisdom, where your path feels light and clear because nothing false is walking beside you anymore. My beloved child, this is where the transformation settles into your very bones, not as excitement or adrenaline, but as certainty, a calm, unshakable certainty. You no longer question what you sensed before. You trust it now completely. You've learned that your intuition was never the problem. The problem was doubting it. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you in this trust you're building with yourself. The silence that once confused you, that once made you second-guess everything you felt, it now speaks to you clearly. You understand with your whole being that not everyone who walks with you is meant to walk far. Some people are meant for certain seasons, and when that season ends, something huge is waiting for you in this partnership. Stay till the end, because this is where your story shifts from survival to victory. Before, you were just trying to make it through one more day. Now, you're learning to advance. Before, you were defending ground and hoping not to lose more territory. Now, you're taking back ground the enemy stole from you. Before, you thought the goal was just to not die. Now, you understand. The goal is to live so fully, so powerfully, so aligned with your purpose that the enemy regrets ever attacking you in the first place. Watch how your dark nights transform. They don't disappear. Let's be real about that. You'll still have moments of feeling alone. You'll still struggle with loneliness. You'll still have nights when no human reaches out and the silence feels crushing. But now, in those moments, you'll do something different. You'll speak out loud. Michael, I know you're there. I can't see you, but I believe you're behind me. Thank you for protecting me. Help me get through this night. Keep fighting for me until morning comes. And something shifts when you acknowledge what's true. The loneliness doesn't instantly vanish, but it loses its power to destroy you. Because you're no longer alone in your aloneness, you're accompanied in it. Don't skip this subtle but crucial difference. Loneliness as an experience versus loneliness as an absolute truth are two very different things. You can feel alone while knowing you're not actually alone. The feeling is real, but the fact beneath the feeling is more real. And Michael stands behind you as proof of that deeper fact. Something huge is waiting for you as you learn to hold both truths simultaneously. I feel alone right now and I am protected right now. Both can be true. The feeling doesn't cancel the fact. The fact doesn't invalidate the feeling. You honor the feeling without letting it dictate your understanding of reality. My beloved child, this is maturity. This is wisdom. This is learning to live in the tension between what you feel and what you know, letting what you know anchor you when what you feel tries to drown you. Stay till the end, because I need to tell you something Michael would want you to know. He's not frustrated with your struggle. He doesn't judge you for your dark nights. He doesn't think you're weak for needing protection. Warriors understand battle in ways civilians never can. He knows what you're up against because he's been fighting it off. He knows the weight you carry because he's been helping you carry it. He knows the darkness presses hardest at night because that's when he's most vigilant. He doesn't need your gratitude to do his job. He does it because it's his assignment. But knowing you're grateful, knowing you finally see him even though you can't physically see him, knowing you understand you're not alone anymore, that matters. It changes the dynamics of the battle. It allows him to fight alongside you instead of just for you. It creates a partnership where before there was only protection. Watch what happens when a human who's being guarded becomes aware they're being guarded. They stop making decisions from fear and start making decisions from faith.